Hello guys there and welcome to Jim here. Today I'm going to be doing a Call of Duty Ghost Extinction video. We're going to be covering the ending cutscene for the final map pack Nemesis, the final map Exodus. So the cutscene for that, we're going to be going over that today. I did all the videos before the ending cutscene, intel locations, loads of different achievement guides and stuff, so go and check them out. The playlist will be in the description, guys, if you want to go and check that out. But yeah, this is one of the videos I'm doing while I'm away, so hope you guys enjoy. Like I said, like be awesome. And yeah, let me guys know of this cutscene. But we're going to have a look at it if you haven't seen it already here. So let's get into that and then we're going to be analysing it. So see you guys in a second.
History repeats itself. One species falls, another rises to take its place. Countless lives were sacrificed so that a chosen few might be saved. They believed my power could make the difference between survival and extinction. They were right.
So one really interesting thing to note about this cutscene is that at the end she talks about how they believed her, meaning Dr. Cross, she was kind of saying how her contribution to this help might make the difference between extinction and survival, or survival and extinction. And that really stands out to me because originally when we saw Extinction, we thought obviously that Extinction would be something about dinosaurs. It wasn't, and when we saw aliens we were like, they're not extinct, are they? But maybe it was just, we thought maybe it would just be some kind of meaning about the fact that there's no aliens around anymore, perhaps they're gone extinct. But, from that quote, it sounds as if the extinction name actually refers and branches off from the possibility of Earth going extinct, or more specifically humans going extinct from these aliens. Perhaps, I think that's what it's kind of referring to, so the whole name Extinction may actually be referring to the fact that humans could be going extinct. Now, the fact she's saying that the people thinking that her contribution may make the difference, and the fact she ends it with they were right, obviously means she's talking from the future, so obviously suggests they're right that she's still alive. Now, the thing is, we don't know properly whether she's playing for the aliens or the humans, because she keeps switching sides, and it's really not clear at times. At the moment, I believe she's playing for the humans, but something was going wrong with her brain. She was not human, especially during Mayday and stuff. So, one other thing that I've just noticed has just popped into my mind and thought, this is a bit odd, is the fact that if you look at the end of the cutscene, you can see Samantha Cross, you can see her eyes, they go red as if she's kind of an enemy. So, perhaps that's hinting at the fact that she might betray the humans one more time, but we'll have to just wait and see. You know, we've got the ancestors coming out, the arcs. It's just all really interesting when you think, can Ghost 2 be coming from this, will we be seeing Extinction again? Personally, I would say yes, but I'll get more into that in a minute. So basically, what I'm thinking at the moment is that what they're going to do is kind of continue it from there. Whether we play in space for the next Extinction to start off with, I don't know. Whether the ending of Extinction will end and we won't see Extinction again, maybe because we get to kill all the aliens or something, I don't know, we'll have to see. And it's really interesting. I mean, personally, when we started off Extinction, it was quite boring, but ending it, I'm actually quite hooked on it, and I quite like Extinction. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it, to be honest, and I think that it could be quite successful if they change some things. So what I think they'll do is they'll change some things, and they'll kind of take note of what the first Extinction was like, because if you look at the playlists, Extinction was played not much at all. So I think what they'll do is they'll change some things, make it more like zombies, and bring it back next with Ghost 2, maybe implement it more into the campaign, and by that I mean, because the whole thing really was based around space, about the Odin, and about the rockets being launched. It really depends on whether Ghost 2 comes back and the main story around that, because I think that will kind of influence the third mode. Now, if we saw at the end of the campaign, there was a little teaser about you being in this little pit, and this was just after, and there was flies and you're in a jungle, and it was like a time-lapse, speeded time-lapse. You're in a jungle and you're in this hole basically, and I think what a lot of people are assuming is that stems from the fact that we heard Rourke was put under these torture methods to kind of change him to like the evil side, if you will. And at the end of the campaign he says, we're gonna sort things out, we're gonna pay back or whatever, and he drags you off, the main character. So Logan's dragged off, and you just think, okay, so I think the whole thing will influence around that. Personally, I think from seeing this clip though in Extinction, it's going to influence more in space. I think the next Extinction, perhaps we could be going to space, other planets. I doubt it, that's a bit too futuristic, but what I do think is that maybe we could be starting off in space and then go back down to Earth for whatever reason. Maybe maybe the Sith Force are killed off and then we get another Force or some other people, I don't know. Because in zombies, I prefer the characters, they're more, you get to know them more. As a Sith team, they're just people and they do their job and they go home, and it's a bit different. The fact that they ended Extinction with this quite basic cutscene makes you think, okay, definitely it's not been ended here. So I definitely think Extinction will return, and it's quite interesting, you know. And in fact, I've seen some of the things at the bottom about how one of them was like there's cryogenic freezing or something, abilities on board Exodus, the spaceship or shuttle, and it allows you to freeze crew for up to 1200 years. Now maybe that's just a little bit of intel, but I think there's something more. You know, obviously we're not going to be seeing Call of Duty goes 1200 years in the future. That would be ridiculous, because that would be even worse than Halo. But what I do think is that kind of suggests that it'll be coming back. They could be freezing, and then something happens. You know, the characters could be frozen. There's lots of interesting things if you read at the bottom when it starts up the map. There's actually a lot of interesting things that you might not have noticed, and like I said, one of them was the cryogenic freezing thing. I can't remember, something like that. So yeah, I think this main Dr. Cross character is really going to be involved in the next game. You know, what's going to happen? Hopefully we don't see the same drill thing again, because I liked the end one in Exodus where you use generators. I much preferred that to the drill. I didn't like the drill, as they said, it felt like a fifth cat person you had to drag around, and it's really annoying. And then, you know, the drill could... The thing I don't like though is the fact that in zombies, if a generator's attack, fine, okay, you have to go and do it again. In Extinction, if it goes down to 0 health, you die, and I think that's pretty stupid, because it's a machine. Come on, you can fix it, you know. So that's one of the annoying things, but if they fix that, I think they're going to be awesome for the next game. I think Extinction's going to be coming back. Maybe more of the style of zombies, that's what I prefer. Let me guys know what you think down below. I mean, it's definitely awesome what we could be seeing. But thanks guys very much, I hope you've enjoyed. If you've got any other informational videos, I'll let you guys know in the description. But thanks guys very much, that's been my time, I'll see you guys next time.